Please subscribe to my channel Think Deep and hit the bell icon for more updates.
Have you ever felt lost while watching a film? I mean, totally blank? Well, I experienced it yesterday while watching the most awaited film, Love Aaj Kal. Hi friends, this is Basu and you're watching my channel Think Deep, and today I'm going to review the most awaited film, Love Aaj Kal. Well, I'm a little late. I'm sure all of you must have seen and or read the reviews of the film, and it's been disappointing and the movie has underperformed. Nevertheless, like always, I'm going to share my perspective, so let me know if I missed out anything. So the story of the film begins introducing us to the two main characters, Zoe and Veer. And Zoe is played by the talented Sara and Veer is played by Kartik Aaryan. So they meet in a pub, they hook up, they go back home, they make out, and suddenly Veer decides not to have sex. He feels she's the one. God knows why. I really wonder why. Suddenly, all of a sudden, he feels that. Then there's a tension between them. So Zoe gets angry. She leaves the house. And after that, Veer begins to stalk her. And he looks very weird and funny. I don't know why. Now we are taken to the next morning where Zoe, usually every morning she goes to a cafe which is owned by Raghu, played by the talented Randeep Hooda. So next morning, Veer ends up in the same cafe and confronts Zoe. They have a fight. And Randeep observes the entire fight. He notices that there's a tension between Zoe and Veer. Now Raghu also gets involved in their love story. He begins to narrate his love story which took place in the year 1990, and now we are taken back to 90s where we start witnessing his love story and the young Raghu and the love story between Raghu and Arushi. So young Raghu is played by Kartik only, the young Randeep Hooda. So now the story basically involves three individuals. One is Zoe, one is your Veer, and one is Raghu. From now on, both the love stories 1990, 2020 slow and steadily unfold before us, back and forth. And you need to watch the film. If you really want to watch the film, you'll get to know what really happens towards the end. Whether Raghu's story has an impact on them, or are these two stories connected? Or will Zoe and Veer sort out their matter? So that's the one line of the film. It's not very different from the previous Love Aaj Kal. But if you ask me, I would any day off for Love Aaj Kal 1, which was much better. Anyway, this is not the sequel of the film, though the one-liner is similar. Now, if you have to talk and decode the script of the film, I will not be able to do it because I didn't understand anything in the film. Seriously, I didn't understand anything. Means what was the main motive of the film? What was the soul of the film? What really happened in the film, I didn't really understand. In one instance, you will see Zoe getting attracted to Veer. Second instance, you will see she's running away from Veer. Somehow I felt maybe the story of Raghu had a bad impact on Zoe. She becomes mad. She goes crazy. Like Ranbir Kapoor went in Tamasha. He went crazy in Tamasha. The same way Zoe in this film comes totally crazy after hearing Randeep's story about love. So what really happens in the story, I just couldn't understand. I mean, what was the story about? What were the characters about? What were they looking for? Because initially I was thinking they are making a comparison between 1990 and 2020. But you know, 1990 love story, Randeep's story, there's another twist. And why that twist happens, I don't know. And how did that twist impact the love story of 2020, I really don't know. So the entire film, I was wondering, what is the story? What is happening to India, sir? Aaj Kal. Forget about Love Aaj Kal, sir. What's happening to you, Aaj Kal, sir? Imtiaz Ali is definitely one of my favorite film directors. If you watch Jab We Met, Tamasha, you have watched Rockstar, he's definitely one of the super talented and one of the most popular directors in Bollywood and also a reputed one. But I really wonder what was the story about this film, what was the motive about this film, and what was the conclusion. So Randeep's story also doesn't have a conclusion. What happened to his love story with Arushi? Leena, the character Leena. Randeep's love story was just going endlessly and it ends very abruptly. And suddenly, hearing the ending, this Zoe changes her mind and chases Veer. So overall, the movie is a complete waste. It is not only confusing, it is not only complicated, it's a total waste. Trust me, the sequences are very boring. Let me tell you, if you talk about the performances, Kartik Aaryan is caught. Yes, that he's a bad actor. He has been. I personally like Kartik Aaryan, but trust me, in this film, he has been caught that he's a bad actor because, trust me, he's the same. He's being repetitive. And in few instances, I felt there's a Ranbir Kapoor hangover. That's my review. So please watch the film and let me know the story. Write to me what really happened because I was confused. Talking about the songs were good. Like I like the song "Haan Main Galat," composed by the talented Pritam. And a few other songs like "Ye Duriya" was repeated, and few other songs there was another song I'm forgetting. Songs were quite decent. It's composed by Pritam, so you'll definitely expect great songs. Performances, Randeep Hooda shines, but somehow I felt that Randeep Hooda was wasted. Sara falters, Kartik Aaryan falters too. And the only actor who shines is the very beautiful Arushi Sharma. And she's a newcomer. I think you had seen her in the movie Tamasha. This is her proper debut and she really shines. She's a great actress. I would like to see her more. But it's a bad luck that she was part of this film. Anyway, friends, I sign off. This is Deep Basu. Please subscribe to my channel. If you want to write to me, you can get in touch with me. On Instagram, my handle is Deep Basu. On Twitter, my handle is Deep Basu1. On YouTube, my handle is Think Deep Basu. I think this is one of my shortest review because I didn't understand the story, so I did not be able to decode it. It was confusing. But good thing about the film is that the color tone, the cinematography, the shots and everything was very well taken. The movie seems to be very technically sound. The background score, the foley, all this really stands out. And the good part in Imtiaz Ali films is the set. I love the set decoration. You can notice that the graffiti, the colorful graffiti, the wall colors, the color tone, the lighting pattern, everything looks very attractive. The movie's tone will remind you of his previous films like Tamasha and Aaj Kal 1, Cocktail. So he has maintained that tone. It is quite, and there is, and in terms of the characters and in terms of the look, there is an Imtiaz Ali signature. But the story, if you have to talk about the story, it doesn't have the Imtiaz Ali signature. So guys, I sign off. Hope to see you next with another film review and a trailer reaction review. So guys, have a great weekend.